Okay, so hi everyone. This is the page of the shadow book that I have put in for Friday. However, if you feel that you'd like to finish off anything in book, please do so today. Don't feel under any pressure to move on to this page unless you've completed all the other pages. Okay, I'll go through a little bit with you, but I'm going to leave the problems to yourself to solve. Okay, and see how you get on. So here we go. This page, just the true or false at the top, I'm just going to do the first one for you. 15% is equal to 5 over 20. True or false? So here it is written down on my whiteboard. And the idea is that we need to work out what is the percentage of this number. Okay, so let's do that now, first of all. So, 5 over 20. And we're going to change it into a percentage. So to change that into a percentage, we must multiply it by something to get to 100. So 20 multiplied by what gives you 100? 5 is the answer. Same here, 5 multiplied by 5 gives you 25. So the percentage that is 25%. Now, the question asked you, 15%, is it equal to 25%? And now you know that the answer is no. So that is a false. All right, so that's how you do that particular sum. All right, now we're going to go and look at the other ones here. So again, it's always important to underline the important parts. Okay, so in question 2, it says there are these are the fractions of their books the children have read. What percentage is left to read? Now it's important that you underline what the question is asking you. What percentage is left to read? So before you go any further in doing any kind of a sum, you need to work out what is the percentage you are doing. Okay, so let's look at Jim. He's 2/5, okay? All right, so 2/5, Jim is written down here. So 2/5 is what he has read. How much is he left to read? So there's 5/5 in total in the book. So how much has he left to read? Exactly, 3/5. So you're actually finding out 3/5, okay? So 3/5, we're going to find the percentage. Okay, so we have to bring this to 100. So what do I multiply by to get to 100? 5 multiplied by what equals 100? 5 multiplied by 20 equals 100. What I do to the bottom, I must do to the top. So 20 multiplied by 3 is 60. Okay, 60 over 100. All right, so that is 60%. So that boy, Jim, still has 60% of his book to read. Okay, the next one, let's look at Ava. I'm just going to talk you through, like, again, are you looking for 7/10 for Ava, or are you looking for what? So she has read 7/10, so that would mean she has 3/10 left. 3/10 left to read. So this is in fact the number that you're finding the percentage for. Eve is the same. She is 9 over 20 read. So out of 20 then, how much has she left? She has in fact 11 over 20 to read, because 9 plus 11 equals 20. Both of them together would be 20 over 20. Okay, do you understand? That's how much she has left. So that's the number you're finding out. Just be aware of that as you're going through that sum. Okay. Again, if you want to get the whole page done, try and do every second one if it's getting if you're taking too long to do this. Okay. So every second one if it's getting a little bit hard. Okay. Next one. Just remember to label your work properly so that we can correct it properly. Calculate the percentages by changing the fractions first. So this is question 3. All right. So calculate the percent. So as you can see, I have underlined the important part. Okay. So the important part is calculate the percentages by changing two fractions first. Okay, so 50% of 28. So 50% of 28. Okay, so we're going to change that into a fraction. We kind of know at this stage what it is, but we're going to work it out anyway. I'm going to simplify it down. Divide by 50, divide by 50, and our answer is 1/2. Okay, all right. You can go a load of different ways to get down to there, but we know that 50% is a half. So a half of 28 is what our question is asking us. The whole number equals 28. So 1/2 is equal to 28 divided by 2. So therefore our answer is 14. Okay? So work away on those, guys. See how you get on. Change them to a fraction first. Now, after that, it's solve the percentage puzzles. Okay? Now, some of them are hard, some of them are easy. All I'm going to say to you is remember this. Follow your Rude method. Read it, underline it, draw it out, and then give a quick estimate in your head so that you have some idea if you go wrong. Okay? Give it a go. I've underlined the first one. I'm going to underline the rest. So a 1-hour television program is 60% finished. How long has it been on for? So you're looking for 60% of 1 hour. All right? So 1-hour television, how long has it been on for? Okay, a 500-gram container of rice is 14% full. How much rice is in it? So you're looking for 14% of a 500 container of rice. Okay? It's just they're trying to throw you off with the wording. So let's look at the next part. Tony drank 45% of a 600 milliliter carton of orange juice. How much did he drink? So he drank 45% of 600 milliliters. That is what you're trying to find out. Okay? Next one. How much did he drink? That was the question. Abby scored 12 of her 25 shots in a basketball game. What percentage of her shots did she score? All right. Sorry, Abby scored 12 of her 25 shots in a basketball game. What percentage of her shots did she score? So 12 out of 25. So 25 is our total, and 12 is how many she got. So I think what you do is you make that a fraction and then you work it out and you get the percentage. So what percentage did she score? All right. Next one. Brendan spent 2/5 of his birthday money on new football boots and 23% on a football. What percentage of his money was left? Now this is important. We're going to say he spent 2/5 on a new football boots, 23% on a football. But the question is, what percentage of his money was left? So once you find out how much he spent, it's what percentage of his money is left. Okay? Question G. May spent a quarter of her 20 euros on a bus ticket and 50% of the money she had left on a cinema ticket. How much did the cinema ticket cost? Now this is where your draw part is important because there's a number of parts to this sum. Maeve spent a quarter of her 20 euros on a bus ticket. Okay. And 50, so you have to find a quarter of this first. So find your percentage of this first. Then 50% of the money she had left on a cinema ticket. The question is, not what did she have left, it's how much did the cinema ticket cost? Okay, so just remember that. So there's how many parts to this sum? There's this part. Find out a quarter of it on her bus ticket. Whatever she's left then, 50% of it was the cinema ticket. How much did that cost? Okay, so there's two sums there, if not three really. Then this one, Ava just finished a 50-kilometer triathlon, right? If she swam 2/25 of it, Okay, that's one part. 50k is the total. Cycled 20% and jogged the rest. How far did she jog? So you're going to have to find out 3 over 25 of 50 kilometers. I think it's better to get it into percentages. I would turn that into percentage. Then you know how much she cycled, and then you know the percentage that she jogged, but you have to find how much the actual kilometers are. So you have to find a percentage of that. Okay? All right. Next one. Jane spent 25% of her money buying a coat. The coat cost 24 euros. How much money had Jane at first? Okay, so she 25% of her money on a coat. If that 25% is equal to 24, how much more money had she at first? So how much money had she at first? Okay. The last one, 80% of Paul's money is 32%. How much money has he altogether? If 80% is that, you find out what that is in a fraction, break it down, and then you have to find out how much altogether. Okay, just try those out, guys. They're quite difficult, but just give them a go, give them a lash, see what you can do, what you can't do, and we'll talk about it then when we get to chat on Zoom. Okay, so that page will be sent to you on the printout section. Also, for anyone who wants extra homework, we're going to have a quick look back page as well, and that will be on the extra work page. Okay, all right, good luck, thanks for everything, bye.